Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my people. How are you doing? How have you been? How was your weekend? Hoping you're doing fine and you're doing fantastic. You're keeping safe. Guys, it is what it is, and we have to play by the rules and the guidelines because it's real. Anyway, my weekend was great. It's a Monday. My week is good. It has started all right, and I thank God for that. I thank God for the gift of life. So we've been given today so that we can go on and we can catch up from where we started. Yeah. If you're an existing member, thank you so much. I do not take you for granted. If you're new here and this is your kind of content, please do consider subscribing, sharing, comment down below so that we can continue the chat and we can continue communicating. So today, guys, it's something we're going to discuss about something I watched. Remember, it's about learning from each other. It's about you writing down there, commenting, communicating, raising your opinion, and because we all have different opinions, and we should respect that. So I watched something which I'm going to link it down below, and I'm going to put it somewhere so that you can see. If you're from Kenya, and even if you're not even Kenya alone, I'm sure a lot of people watch Tuko. Yeah, and there's this content they created recently about teenage dads, and that thing was very, it's very emotional. It's very emotional if you watch it, and I would say I felt like yeah, just to say something about it. So one, I will just give a little background or something, but if you get time, you can watch it. It's all about children living in the slums or ghetto, and it's either they have lost their parents or the parents have separated, and they disappear, leaving the children, leaving no trace, like they leave the children behind. And so the children grow up trying to figure out themselves and finding their means of survival. So in that content, you find that those the first boy to be interviewed, the boy got HIV positive in his first contact with a girl. So as a mom, it's very sad. It's very sad. I'm not saying that I'm not looking it as a mom, because if you listen to the boy is saying that if my mom was here, some things couldn't have happened, because my mom could have, there could have been that boundary, like you can't walk with this one, you can't do this and this, and so on and so forth. Yes, there is destiny and there is fate in life. Yeah, there is what that is meant to be in your life. Yeah, so but other factors constant. Let's by going by what the boy is saying, probably it could have been different if the mom was there. Remember, the boy says mom left when the boy was under 10. And this brings me to the point that as a mom, as a woman, let our children be our priority. Let our children be the reason you are living. Let your child be the reason why probably you're sacrificing of something. Yeah, because the child never asked to be born. The child never asked to come to this world. They never chose which family they would want to be. Because man, if we had to choose the families we want to be born in, no one will ever want to be born in a poor family. No one will ever want to be born in a family that a broken family. No one will ever want to be born in a family that they probably feel that it will never suit them. So it's evident, it's biological, you know, it's 1 + 1. 1 + 1 is equals to 2, and that's pregnancy. Yeah. So if it comes to a point that you're carrying the pregnancy, let your life be about that pregnancy. Let your life be about that child. Let your life be about that baby. Yeah. Because you leave a boy who cannot feed themselves. Life is, and that's why I said other factors constant, because so many things can lead to a mom disappearing. You might never know that maybe, how do we know if something happened and the mom was not in the right frame of mind and that's why they disappeared? But in normal circumstances, if it's poverty that's making you feel like you want to run away from your children, please don't. Struggle with your child. Struggle with your children. No matter what happens, if it's sleeping out, sleep with your children. If it's sleeping hungry, sleep with your children. Nothing is permanent in this world. The child will grow. And I would rather the child says, my mom, we slept outside, we slept hungry, we did this and this, but my mom was always there for me. Yeah. Because listening to that, the boy is saying now that he had to fend for himself, and he joined bad company, he started going out. He's I think 16 or 17 now, and he's already a father. The first contact with the girl, she became infected. She felt like the world had come to an end. She's saying if the mom was here, things could have been different. So this is a challenge to us moms. Let's struggle with the children. At the moment, I'm not talking about, I won't talk about men or dads, you know, but I'm talking about you who carried the pregnancy. Yeah. Because think about it this way. If you ever met a man with children out there, chances are the man will come as the heir. And it's either if they tell you they have children, then you will know about it. If they don't, you might never tell they even have children. But you as a woman, it never hides. It's either you're coming to that relationship with your children, or your child is somewhere. Probably your family is looking after your children, but you can never run away from the child. You can never run away from your children, if it makes sense. Yeah, you start counting your children like 1, 2, 3, 4, you know. But men can continue with life without even knowing how many children they have. So it's your responsibility. It's you there's an impossibility of you running away from your real life, from your life. So it's about as mom taking responsibility, and let's try, and no matter what, let's try and keep our children together. Let's try and bring them up. You being there doesn't mean that bad things cannot happen to your children, but there's a chance you will make it, and you will make it together stronger. And there's a chance that the bad things that could have happened, most of them you were able to foresee and tell your child that you cannot do this, you cannot have do this with, you cannot meet these people, you cannot have this company, you cannot take drugs. And kama mtoto ni wa kusikia, atasikia if it's meant to be that way. But you have played your role as a parent. And again, I will come to the children, the teenagers. Yeah? Teenagers, please, 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 please. Watching at that, yes, there is a place that you're left, the boys, you are little, you're like 6, 7, you don't know what is wrong, what is right. But if you're a teenager, remember you have your own life. You are responsible to your life. Yeah, you have the right to choose good company or bad company. Let your life not be influenced. Yeah, or do not be, let your anger not let your anger do not let your anger make you choose the wrong decisions. Okay, like, oh, my mom and dad separated, divorced, so I can have drugs, I can take drugs. My mom and dad did this, so I can do this. You still have a chance to make the right decisions. It is your life at the end of the day. Because if you engage yourself to unprotected sex, so it's you who's gonna be poorly or sick. It's you who's gonna be and have a child at an early age. Look at this way. Look at it this way. Your parent was unable to take care of you and they're adults. How are you going to take care of a child when you're a teenager? Chances are your child might follow the same footsteps as you. And that's not the community or the society we want to lead on. So it's your responsibility to also make the right decisions. And as for us parents, it's our responsibility to make sure that we might not have enough, we might not have everything, but at least if we are able to give you moral support, then you are able to grow as responsible people. But again, you have to be, as you grow, you have to be able to choose the right decision. Don't be influenced. Don't engage to things that are necessary. I remember some things that were some years back, and probably my mom and dad will be like, those things, you will do them, you'll get tired. And to be fair, it's true. Yeah. The things on my mind right now do not even give me a chance to even have a drink of alcohol. I have to make so many decisions. Now I can have a drink. I can have a drink at my own pleasure. But because of the responsibilities I have, it's not even necessary. I can afford the drink. I can drink it, but it's not even necessary to drink it. Because why should I have a drink and I have to wake up early in the morning tomorrow? Why should I drink and I have a headache in the morning just because of a glass or two? You know, look at it this way. Now I have children. I can have as many as I want because no one can ask me why I'm having children. Because I'm of that age. The age has come. Why would you go looking for children? Why would you go doing things that are going to lead to you being a teenage mother or a dad and you're not able to provide for the children? Wait for the right time. Teenagers, it's about your life. Yeah, make the right decisions. Yeah? Make sure whatever happened in your home does not influence who you're going to become in future. Yeah, your star is bright. Your star is bright, and that's why you have a name. That's why you were formed in your mom's tummy. Because God had a purpose for you. Yeah. So, as much as you've come from a broken family, you've come from a poor family, you've come from a what family, just know you have your own life, you have your own destiny, and God has a purpose for you. Yeah? Do not give your fruits, the fruits of your womb, to follow the footsteps of like poverty or early teenage pregnancy with things that you could have waited. Everything in this life has time, and they come and they expire. There's time for you to just be a student. Time for you, you just ask for what you want, and your parent will be looking for money to to settle probably your school fees, your food. You have that chance, so take it, because it will come and expire. You'll become an adult and you'll start fighting for your life. So let nature take its course. Don't do things that you're not supposed to do. And another thing is, if at all the children were left because of death of parents, it's again, another thing is about us society trying to figure out how we can support those children, because you find that those children are becoming what they're becoming, they're engaging in what they're engaging because they do not have a role model. So as family, as society, you know, it's good to just give a helping hand. And in case it comes to a point that a girl has become pregnant, it's not the end of life. It's not the end of life, parents, because I've seen that sometimes young girls are sent away from home because of what the church will say, of what the community will say, of how people will judge you. But there is God of another chance. What if all your daughter needs is you to boost her? Let her know she's done a mistake, but support her back to school, back to her dream. And probably one day she will make you proud, and it will cover all the shame that you might have thought that she might have brought to you. You know, people might judge you because you're taking her in. People might think that you're encouraging her behavior, but remember, it's your blood, it's your flesh. That child might become worse. That child might make more wrong decisions, which could have been, you know, you could have helped or supported them. Yeah. Sometimes it's about you as a mom, as a parent, and your family, rather than the entire community and how they're going to judge you. It's your blood. It's not the end of the world, a girl getting pregnant. But again, girls, wait for the right time to get pregnant. Nothing is going anywhere. It will come to a time that you get married, the first thing people are asking you is, when are you having children? You have the first, they're asking, when are you having the second? So you will never, ever be able to satisfy people in this world. So live a good life. Make the right decisions for you. Even if it's not for you, make the right decisions, because if you bring a child that you're not able to support, then all you're doing is putting pain or bringing pain in that unborn or that child that you're going to bring in this world. So guys, that's a little talk for today. And let me know down below, you know, because it's a sad story. You know, it is happening, it is there, but you know, it starts with one step, and you never know, change can always take place. You never know, and a teenager can listen to this and it changes them around. It can change how they're thinking now. It can change how they're feeling now, because at the end of the day, you have your own life on your own hands. The decision you make today determines your future. Yeah. And what do they say? You kiss a million frogs before getting the right one. So man, don't rush. There's no rush. Take your time. Until next time, take care.